Hello everyone, today we talk about Polkadot. What is Polkadot? Polkadot, like many post-Bitcoin cryptocurrency, is both a token that can be bought or sold via exchanges like Coinbase and a decentralized protocol. The Polkadot protocol is designed to allow unrelated blockchains to securely talk to each other, so that value or data can flow between, say, Ethereum and Bitcoin blockchains without any intermediary. It's also designed to be speedy and scalable via the use of many parallel blockchains or perchains that take much of the processing demand of the main blockchain. The Polkadot token serves two main functions within the Polkadot network. It's a governance token which allows holders to have say in the future of the protocol. And it's used for staking, which is the way the Polkadot network varies transactions and is used new dot. Dot can be bought and sold on exchange like Coinbase as part of your investment strategy. How much is Polkadot worth? You can check Polkadot's current price via its Coinbase asset page. How is Polkadot structured? The Polkadot network includes a main blockchain called the real chain and many user-created parallel chains or polychains. It also has connecting layer or bridge that allows value on the data to be transferred between most blockchains and can even be used to connect the non-blockchain database. How does Polkadot work? The reason Polkadot can process all of this information is because many parachains do a lot of the heavy lifting for the main relay chain. As a result, the Polkadot network can process more than 1,000 transactions per second, compared to about 7 for Bitcoin and 30 for Ethereum. As the network grows and more parachains are added, Polkadot should get even faster with speeds that could hit 1,000,000 transactions per second. Or the infrastructure expects that Bison Trails describe it. The relay chain is responsible for achieving consensus and transaction delivery among parachains. Parachains are application-specific blockchains within the Polkadot network. Each parachain is an entire blockchain in and of itself within its own logic and features. How does staking work on Polkadot? Polkadot uses a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism as opposed to the proof-of-work system Bitcoin uses to secure the network verify transactions and create and distribute new DOT. There are several ways DOT holders can interact with the staking system depending on how much time, technical knowledge and money they want to devote. Validators do the most work. It's a major commitment and requires technical know-how. To become a validator, you need to run a node, one of the customers that makes up the network, with little to no downtime, and stake a substantial amount of your own DOT. In exchange, you get the right of verify legitimate transactions, add new blocks of transactions to the relay chain, and potentially earn newly created DOT, a cut of transaction fees and tips. On the flip side, you can also forfeit some or all of your staked DOT for acting maliciously, making mistakes, or even having technical difficulties. Nominators. All of regular investors to participate in staking indirectly, you can delete some of your DOT to a validator you trust to behave according to the rules. In exchange, you get cut of dot earned by your chosen validators. Be careful with who you choose. You also can forfeit some of your stake if your validator breaks the rules. There are also two specialized roles that typically requires less of a committed than becoming a full validator, but more technical skills than is required to be a nominator. Collators keep track of valid parachain transactions and submit them to the rally chain validators. Fishermen help find and report bad behaviors across the network. By staking and participating in the network via any of the above rules, you may be able to receive dot rewards. Dot holders also have a say in the governance of the network and are able to vote on proposed software upgrades. Who created Polkadot? Polkadot's developers include Ethereum co-creator Gavin Wood. It launched on May 26, 2020. The non-profit Web3 Foundation is the primary research organization that maintains Polkadot's open source code. With more information, for a lot more detail about how Polkadot works, as well as tips for participating in Polkadot staking, check out this explainer from Bison Trails. And how much is Polkadot worth? You can check Polkadot's current price via its Coinbase site page. How is Polkadot structured? The Polkadot network includes a main blockchain called the Rally chain and one user-created parallel chain or parachains. It also has a connecting layer or bridge that allows value on data to be transferred between most blockchains. You can even be used to connect to non-blockchain database. How does Polkadot work? There is zones Polkadot can process all of this information is because the many parachains do a lot of heavy lifting for the main real chains. As a result, the Polkadot network can process more than 1,000 transactions per second, compared to about 7 for Bitcoin and 40 for Ethereum. As the network grows and more parachains are added, Polkadot should get even faster with speeds that could hit 1 million transactions per second, or as infrastructure expect as Bitcoin Trail described it. The Rally chain is responsible for achieving consistent transaction delivery among parachains. Parachains are application-specific blockchains within the Polkadot network. Each parachain is an entire blockchain in and of itself with its own logic and features. How does staking work on Polkadot? Polkadot uses a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism as opposed to the proof-of-work system Bitcoin uses. To secure the network, verify transactions, and distribute new DOT, there are several ways DOT holders can interact with the staking system depending on how much time and technical knowledge and money that want to develop. Validators do the most work, it's major committed and requires technical know-how. To become a validator, you need to run a node, one of the computers that makes up the network, with little to no downtime, and stake a substantial amount of your own DOT. In exchange, you get the right to verify many transactions, add new blocks of transactions to the Rally chain, and potentially earn newly created DOT. A cut of transactions fields and tips. On the flip side, you can also forfeit some or always take dot for acting malicious, making mistakes, or even having technical difficulties. That's all. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.